Today on the channel, we call our mommy with Elite 110 Mattel, Rhea Ripley.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Elite 110, we got Rhea Ripley. But for all your Rhea Ripley needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, we got Mommy on the clock right here. And always strange to see her in white. She's worn on a few occasions. We'll talk about that. We'll bring out some comparisons later on in this very video. But I just always think of her in the dark arts and the dark black, of course. Just like our souls. Black is our souls here. But definitely striking. And that's one of the things when you wear all black or you wear all white all the time. You make a drastic change. It gets noticed. And she saves some of this stuff for some of the big high-impact matches, I guess. The PLEs, as they're known as these days. Always pay-per-view to me, but is what it is. What is time? What is pay-per-views? What is PLEs? Who knows? What is Rhea Ripley? Well, we're going to find out. But there's old Rhea in the packaging style here. Very thin packaging, as we do know in the latest Elite line. Part of 110. It just seemed like yesterday we did Elite 100. Now we're up to 110. Glamour shot, Elite, of course. Rhea Ripley right there. WWE logo down low. Looking good. 8-0 on this one. Mark Summers, if I'm not mistaken. Mark Summers, ladies and gentlemen, on the couch. As you guys know, longtime viewers of the channel. Todd, always on the couch. Mark Summers, my muscle. He is my muscle. He takes that physical challenge. Escorts all these childrens out of here. Thankfully, Mark, nobody running around. You cleaned him out about 2 reviews ago. So, good job, Mark Summers. Take that physical challenge and unwrap it as well. And work on your show. He's working on a one-man play. He's got it going on in New York. Maybe coming to a town near you. Stay tuned. Mark will talk all about it on a future episode, I'm sure. But looking good with Rhea Ripley here. On the side, Rhea Ripley, certified authentic, Elite WWE, of course. And there she is, mean mugging. She's got a little JD on her cheek. What's that about? I always thought it was like DM for Dominic Mysterio, but it says JD. Is that JD McDonough? Is that who it's for? Plot twist. I don't know. But anyway, she just got that going on there. On the back, little glamour shot action. We got the blurb. We got the tail of the tape. And of course, we got the cross-sell. Unboxing every single one of these on the channel. So make sure you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, what the heck are you doing? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll unbox all these. Then at the very end, we'll unbox the Butch Chase edition. And we'll rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite. You want to stay tuned for that. Trust me. Rhea Ripley from Adelaide, South Australia. South Australia, does it get more beautiful than South Australia? Oh, those Great Barrier Reefs and things like that. Shout out to everybody over in Australia. And I always say, I'm not a guy that wants to be a world traveler. I don't really want to go places. I really like my couch when those two aren't sitting on it. That's where I really want to relax to. However, if I had to go anywhere, I'd go to Australia. So shout out to Australia. One day I'm going to make the journey, and one of you guys can help me get around. So it'd be a fun time down there. Height 5'7". Finisher, that deadly Riptide. You got to watch out for the Riptide. The Judgment Day's mommy made Zelina Vega's dream to become the SmackDown Women's Champion a nightmare at Backlash 2023. I think that was her first defense after winning the title, if I'm not mistaken. Career highlights, Women's World Champion, Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion, laying the SmackDown all the time. See you later. Goodbye. Of course, she is out injured right now, as we do know. Does get the title belt, does get an extra set of hands, but pretty plain Jane, pretty light it does feel like right here, but we're going to pop her out of the package. We're going to see what all the fuss is about, and I was going to say no twist ties, but Todd, you're going to be happy to know, Todd McFarlane, ladies and gentlemen, happy to know over there on the couch we got twist ties. We got her locked down here, like a young Todd McFarlane from the DC multiverse is what it feels like to me. But we're going to get her out of the package, and the old heave-ho, see you later, goodbye. All right. Let's see what old mommy's up to. I'm sure she's up to no good. Hopefully she's up to rehab right now. Can I get this title belt off her? Boy, that's on there good, and it'll never go back on the same, I'm sure. That's usually the way it does go. But an interesting looking figure, a good body size on her as well. And I did say we will do some comparisons here in a little bit, so stay tuned to that on the old channel, of course. But let's start with the hands. Two fists of Mommy Fury. Oh, she's going to work somebody over with some punches and bunches is what she's going to do. And some dudes are into that. Some dudes are, for sure. She also has the gripping hands here, so she can grip it and rip it and who knows what else. But she does have that. Got a tattoo on the left hand there for her as well. On brand with the tattoos. She feels like she'd fit in the AEW roster with all the tattoos she's got, especially on her legs. I'm sure when she returns from injury, she's going to have even more tattoos. So be on the lookout for that one. Hopefully no face tattoos like a young Mike Tyson or Perry Saturn, after all. Perry Saturn, possibly the greatest babysitter of all time. I've told that story on the channel. Went to the store one time, Perry Saturn hitting around the party. Of course, you know, partying with Perry Saturn, just a normal Sunday, of course. And I said, Perry, my daughter Elle, she's real little. Any chance you want to watch her for like 20 minutes while we run to the store? Give me that, kids, what Perry said. And I said, okay, that's all I need. And off to the races. Left, and Elle survived. She's still living. She's 13 years old now. How about that? Shout out to Perry Saturn out there. We do get the title belt here. Smaller female title belt. Got the white leather, I guess, but you do get the Rhea Ripley nameplates on here, which is a cool addition to these title belts over the last year or so. On brand, love the title belt. She's going to get it again. You know she's going to be back looking for that title belt. But now we get old Rhea Ripley out of the package. First thing I noticed was she's got a mommy choker chain on. Oh my gosh, ready to be choked to death. And Rhea Ripley's an interesting one because it seems like every time her figures come out, it's out of date, as she does have longer hair now, as we do know, at least last time on TV. This little shorter, slicked back, of course, but it definitely looks like Rhea Ripley. If you look at this, I think you know who it is. The dark lipstick, that's a tough look to match. She did get that going on right here, but it looks like Rhea Ripley to me. A very good muscled up female body here. Of course, she is one of the bigger muscular females, as we do know, and she does have that to a T. Talked about the tattoos. She's got those on the forearms, on the hands. She's ready to go. She's even got the big earring hoops in there. Wonder if she'll ever regret those earring hoops. It'll be interesting, some of these people that got these back in the day, if they're going to regret them, 30 years from now. We'll see what happens. Time will tell. Time waits for no one, and a wise man once said, what is time? That wise man was me. No, it wasn't Paul Heyman. It was me. But what is time? What is Rhea Ripley? What is earrings? What is tattoos? I don't know. What is life? That's what George Harrison told me as well along the way. So a lot of interesting, deep thoughts here on the channel today. But Rhea Ripley looking really good. The white and purple attack. She's got Dom on her butt. Oh, Dominic Mysterio getting the old shout out there. She's got the studs and the straps and the chains, all kinds of stuff going on, but definitely looks like her from Backlash 2023. Got the big old white boots on once again with all the straps and all the studs here, like a young Rob Halford is what that is right here, but looking very nice there. Very, very interesting looking mommy is what she is. Now, of course, arms go all the way around for us. She does got the bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows. Todd McFarlane, take notes. Looking good right here. Big old fist, I love it. Hands back and forth, side to side, removable. Hula hoop at the top. Head back and forth. Very tight, squeaky head on her. Head is removable, though, in case you need to take it off for whatever reason. Guys, traditional ab crunch or a traditional waist right there as well. Those big old Rhea Ripley splits if you do need them. Legs do go up. Double jointed, pinless knees. Todd, the hits keep on coming. Boot cut, ankles back and forth, up and down, always limiting in the Mattel articulation. Forgot to mention the fishnet stockings on her, but man, all those tattoos underneath. That's got to be quite the job. I guess you put the tattoos on, then you put the fishnets over the top of that. Just a wild time right there. A wild look, but definitely an all-timer and one of the most popular performers of the last couple of years. Have to imagine this will do pretty good out at retail. I can't imagine people sleeping on this one. Rhea Ripley, possibly the most popular female performer in the WWE right now, as we do know. She does fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand for those keeping track at home as well. So there she is. Mommy rides again. She'll be back. Better watch out. She's looking for that world title belt, as we do know. Becky Lynch better get out of here. And maybe she already did. She might be done. Who knows? We'll see what happens there. But there's Rhea Ripley, of course. Got some years past Rhea Ripley. I believe this was her first Elite back in the day. Man, oh man, she's had quite the change over the last couple of years, as we do know. Her first ever basic figure back in the day, back when she was in the old NXT, even NXT UK. Remember those days? She's had quite the adventure, and this was the 2-pack from Charlotte. This is kind of what this outfit reminds me of a little bit. It feels like the big matches, her first pay-per-view title, or PLE, sorry, title defense, her big Mania match, of course, wearing different kind of gear to really stand out. That's what you got to do at Mania, of course. You want a memorable outfit. And I think she did that right here. So there's old Rhea Ripley through the years, part of Elite 110. What are your guys' thoughts? A pickup, a pass, a long game, a no game? Let me know your thoughts on Rhea Ripley in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support the channel. You do get early access to all the videos, everything over there from both channels. You get all the glamour shots, you name it, it's going down on Patreon. It is your best way to support the channel, all the content it does bring. You can support the channel at PetersonTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Rhea Ripley, mommy herself, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.